This Vinny Vid production brought to you by Yankee Dabbler. For all your model railroad needs, check out Yankee Dabbler. Don't forget, 7% discount with BNSF 6951. And by Highways and Byways, awesome street graphics for your roads and streets on your model railroad layout. If you guys are looking for sophisticated model railroad electronics, Logic Rail Technologies has what you need. For a 5% discount on certain items, use code BNSF6951. Alright guys, now it's time for the next step on your layout. Trees! I have been dealing with Bob for 7 years now, and he does excellent work on his trees. So if you need some trees on your layout, check out Long Shadow's Trees. Tell him the Cuzz sent you. Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Friday Night with the Cuzz. I sure did miss you guys last week, but everything got done like it was supposed to. I made that guy work his butt off. He laid the last plank of the floor at 8 o'clock on Friday night. Anyhow, but he had to come back on Saturday to do some caulking. But anyhow, it's all done now. We're working on the cabinets in my house. Anyhow, let me say hello to a few peoples here and see who we got. Maybe I'll do this too. Don't forget, check out these shows over here, weekly shows, and you guys would love them. So let's see who we got. We got Steve from Wigwag. We got John Schoolkill, and then we have GRE 2057. And who else we got? Ethan Armitage. How's it going, my friend? Nice to see you in here. John Schoolkill, I said hello to. Ron Moen, glad you can make it in tonight. The White Curly, how's it going, buddy? Steve Childers, I'm sorry I couldn't make the show today, dude, but my sleep habits have been so screwed up, man. I just fell asleep and I didn't wake up till like noon or something like that. Let's see who else we got. And same thing with Anthony Dodge. I just haven't been on the computer that much since all this house stuff has been going on. Let's see, Digger Evans, how's it going, buddy? Glad you can make it in tonight. Lehigh River Subdivision. How's it going, Ian? Nice to see you in here. Anthony Dodds, how's it going, buddy? Don Hennessy, nice to see you in here. And who else we got? It's funny, it says I have 39 people in here. Joe Rader, how's it going, buddy? Steve 87, nice to see you in here also. Norman Rowe, glad you can make it in. We're going to do a little kit tonight by Brian from the Iron Horse route. And if he's in there tonight, maybe he could join us and talk about his adventure in doing these 3D prints. Hello, Sparky, how's it going, buddy? Dave BNSF N-Scale, don't worry, buddy. I'll be seeing you real soon. I'm going to be renting a dumpster here pretty soon, and we're going to be emptying out my backyard, that big mess that we made. Like I said, the house is almost completed. I'm just waiting for them to finish up the kitchen, and then I'm going to go ahead and rent the dumpster. Anthony Dodge, how's it going, buddy? Let's see. Manny Fernandez, glad to see you in here, bud. John said, John, you're going to be getting a package sometime this week also. I finally got the shirts in. So, yeah, you'll be getting one shirt sometime this week coming up. And Ron Moen, the same thing with you. I have not been out to the post office. I don't want to leave these people in my house by themselves. So I've been here keeping a watchful eye on everybody. Chasco, glad to make it in tonight, buddy. Ralph Greenwood, glad you can make it in. Drill past Dave. Let's see. Kevin Brown, glad you can make it in tonight. Gotta say hello to all these people verbally. Hey, there's Brian, Iron Horse Route. Hey, Brian, you want to join me up here? We'll talk about your project you got going on here with these 3D prints. we can arrange that, you know. Who else do we have in here? I think I got everybody, really. It's 39 people, but I keep seeing the same names as I scroll. Funny, Mr. Sparky, 27-9, and Vinny hasn't even shown up yet. They love me, brother. They love me. Let's see. Let's see. Hello, Artie. How's it going, buddy? Glad you can make it in. Missile Hunter 5. Glad you can make it in tonight. Charles Greason. Glad you can make it in. Let's see. I just like saying hello to everybody. It's on a personal thing. Just acknowledge that you're all here, and I do appreciate it that you all show up on Friday nights. Thank you, Mr. Sparky. I appreciate the update, my friend. Real artist Mike, how's it going, buddy? Glad you can make it in tonight. Low Country, how's it going, Mr. Dave? How's it? Glad you can make it in. Tim, CP368, glad you can make it in tonight. And I think that guy is done right there. So let's go to this guy here. Let's see. I think I got everybody. I believe I do. Sean McGee, how's it going, buddy? Chris Mitchell, glad you can make it in, buddy. Appreciate it. But like I said at the very beginning here, we're going to do a little model kit that Brian from Iron Horse Route sent me for Christmas gift. And I think it's time I put the thing together. It looks like a cute little kit, and I am definitely going to find a spot for it on my layout because it's a diner, and people need to eat. So, yeah. Thank you, Mr. Ethan Armitage. Thank you for that compliment. I appreciate that. Martin Sizemore, how's it going, my friend? James Young, glad you can make it in tonight. All righty, Wigwag. I said hello to you earlier. I think we got everybody. All right, so I want to thank my super chats from last week. Well, actually 2 weeks ago. And let me get down to the bottom here. There we go. Dave's Hobbies and Things. How's it going, buddy? Glad you can make it in tonight. Ron Jarro, glad you can make it in. All right. 2 weeks ago, it was Grandpa Rails, Norman Rowe, and Jim Veronico. Plus, I want to thank all the people here in my memberships: Ron Mullen, Roy Eltham, Brian Page, Shay Zenscale, Dustin Zenscale, Joe Rader, Chris Mitchell, Robert Young, Eminem Shortlines, Dave BNSF, Grandpa Rails, Mark Arnold, and Carolina Foothills. Guys, thank you so much. I do appreciate that. Hello, Mr. Mark E. Saunders. How's it going, my friend? Glad you can make it in tonight. I want to thank all these guys for supporting my channel. I really do appreciate it. Again, because I've been so busy, or actually these guys have been busy working on the house, I really have not had time to do any kind of rail fanning or kit builds or anything like that. My layout has so much dust on it, I can't do a run session because even though they blocked off the rooms with plastic and stuff like that, there's still a bunch of dust on my layout. So I do not dare to run a train. Anyhow, because of that, I am doing another repost video tomorrow for tomorrow's premiere video. It's going to be operations on my layout from the beginning, from setting up a train in the yard, blocking it, and doing everything like that to get it ready to go. Okay, Brian, I appreciate that. Setting up a train, blocking a train to bring it out to all the industries and the rest of the layout. So if you guys are interested in that, it's actually 5 or 6 parts to this video, to this series. So if you guys want to see the entire series, let me know, because we can do that. It's a good. You guys get to learn my layout, how everything works on my layout, and you can go from there. Hello, Mr. Roy Eltham. How's it going, my friend? Glad you can make it in tonight. Roy, I just want you to know that I did order 4 jars, 4 bottles of green paint, plus the 3 or 4 that I had. So I will be doing another color video, a color comparison video here, probably in this week coming up. So please stay tuned for that because I need your input on the colors. Let's see what else. Anyhow, getting back to that. If you guys are interested in seeing the operations on my layout from the start, from when we make up a train till we deliver the train out to all the industries in my layout, tune in tomorrow. It'll be at noon Eastern time. Hope to see you all there. All right. Let's see. I just mentioned I'm going to be doing another color matching deal. And let's see. All right. So, like I mentioned earlier, Brian from the Iron Horse route sent me a Christmas gift this past Christmas. And it is a 3D print that he has done. And it's simply called, I know you're not going to be able to see it, but it's called Diner. And I think it's going to be a cute little kit when I get done with it. So what I did was I separated all the main parts, the walls and the bait and the footprint. And that's what we're going to concentrate on tonight, is putting that together. Also, I did not, because of the amount of dirt and stuff that is on my layout, I have not run the locomotive that I put the decoder in 2 weeks ago. But I will be doing that. Anyhow, you guys, I really haven't watched a lot of Brian's videos, but he does have a layout. He's got an N-scale layout. And you guys need to check him out because he does a good job. He is I believe he's a school instructor. I think he's a teacher. I'm not 100% sure. So straighten me out on that, Brian, if you're still here. I think you're still here. Anyhow, yeah, so we're going to go ahead and get down to the other camera here, and we're going to see how this kit's going to come together. So let's see, which camera am I going to use? Let's do, how about this one? Yeah, we'll use this one for now. And I'm expecting my co-host to be here shortly. So let's wait a few more minutes before we get back to him. So we'll just go back to me here. Technology teacher. Oh, cool. Very cool. I'm just checking out some of these comments. Brian, yeah, he does have a cool layout. All right, so let's see. I'm going to go ahead and get down to the other camera. We're going to start separating these pieces here, and we'll see how this is going to get together. Let's see. We want this one. All right, so like I said, I separated. There's another bag. There's 2 bags of stuff. There's this bag right here, which I'm not going to touch yet. I think those are all the window stuff, but it's this bag that we're going to be concentrating on today. So let me move this over to here. Ray Central 127. How's it going, my friend? Move this over to here so I can see it a little bit better. All right. So now he's got these all marked on the parts here with numbers and letters. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see all of that. He's got numbers and letters on there. And then he has the corresponding numbers and letters on the wall pieces themselves. So in other words, this is A, and therefore the A would go back here. So we're going to take that one, and then over here is number 1. So we look for the number 1 part, which is this guy right here. And you can see he's got it marked as number 1. And then number 2 is here. And let's see, we got number 3. This one here is B right there, which goes right there like that. And this one here is A, which is this guy up here like that. And then we got all these rest of these little pieces here. So we'll go ahead and start putting this together, and we'll see how it works out. I'm going to be using my regular Model Masters glue. Thank you, Dave. I'm going to get even with you for that statement there, buddy. Now, he's got instructions on how to do this. I'm just going to do it the way I feel that it should be done. My way, I guess you would say. And you really can't make a mistake because each one of these pieces here is on a slight angle. And so one side is bigger than the other. So there's really no way you can make a mistake. So with that being said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start doing this on the base. And let's see how this is going to work out. I don't know if this is the right glue for this, but we'll find out here shortly if there's any in here. Come on. Hey, I guess, let's see. We'll switch over here. It didn't want to, the glue didn't want to come out. There we go. All right. And now we'll just take this guy and we'll put him right there, making sure we'll line up the corners and keep him stiff, straight up and down. Hey, Jack, how's it going, buddy? Glad you can make it in here tonight. Aha, my co-host is here. John, I'm going to bring you up real quick, okay? Hello, John.
Hey, Benny. Hey, everybody. How you doing?
Joe Raider, how's it going? My friend Joe R, how's it going? F&B Railroad, David, how's it going with you guys?
Jack stepping in for a moment. He's at work. Hey, Brian, Steve, Roy, John, Norman, Kevin. Let's see, who else am I missing?
I don't think this glue is,
Ralph. What kind of glue are you using?
I'm using this, I'm using the Fowler. And I don't know if this this resin, I don't think it's taking it because it's not sticking. Uh-oh, that's not good. Brian, help. What glue do I use here?
Oh, yeah. What about what about the Model Masters?
Yeah, this is just not. It doesn't even feel like it wants to stick.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm not using the Model Master is because the tube is plugged. But let me see if I can unplug it. And I don't know why I had it capped. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the pin from the Fowler. Yeah. And I'll clean out the tube on this guy. And let me just see if the Model Masters works.
Everybody's saying you need CA glue. Resin needs CA.
Yeah, well, I don't have any CA. Well, let me see. Maybe I do. Hold on. I do have CA. Let's see if this works.
CA or PLA? Okay. Now, John Tanzilla says, I use Fowler on my PLA printed items, but you have to hold it longer. Gorilla Glue works best for me.
All right, I just put some CA on here, and it's dripping down. I'm like letting it get to the end here.
Hey, brother Sparky.
All right, I use some CA, which is this guy. No, sorry. This guy right here. And I'm holding it, and we'll see if this actually works.
And somebody else shouted out super glue.
Yes, unfortunately, I don't have any super glue. Well, that seems to be sticking. Seems to be sticking a little bit better.
All right, Brian says, I have the exact same Fowler glue, and it didn't work for me either. I did read that a light sanding will help. See, I printed that in a non-matte, so it needs to be sanded a touch.
All right. Well, let me see if I got a sanding device here. I do have a sanding device here. And we'll go ahead and do that. I'll let this wall dry up before I start sanding anything. But it looks like a real cool kit, and I just got CA glue on my finger. All right, we'll let that dry up before I go. Let's see. Let's get back this way.
Hi,
There we go.
Anthony Dodge. Hey, Mark Sanders.
Hey, you know, I've been thinking about it. I've been trying to match the color of the paint on Roy Elton's roof.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about it, and I'm saying to myself, you know, that color is the exact same color as the Statue of Liberty. So my theory is maybe it's just not paint. Maybe it's just a patina of being weathered for so long.
No, it's
You don't
it's
think
not
so?
a copper. It's not a copper roof.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's definitely not a copper roof.
Roy said it's not.
Yeah.
Okay, Roy, I got it. No, I did. I for some reason or another, Hobby Lobby does not have order online and pick it up at the store.
Oh.
And I didn't feel like going to the store because from where I walk in the front door of the store, the paints are all the way in the back corner.
Yeah, that's planned that way.
And I don't want to do that walk because, you know, I'll get out of breath by the time I get back there. So what I did was I went online and I picked out as many greens as I could, which was 4 different ones, plus the 3 or 4 that I have here already. And I ordered them, and I'm having them delivered to my house. So they should be here like within the next day or so. I ordered them 3 days ago or something like that. So I should have those paints here in my house pretty soon.
Well, Roy's saying you should need to look at the other photos, and he says actually a fairly dark green, which I don't know if I wouldn't call it a forest green because that's too dark.
Well, this is true green.
Yeah, that's not.
And this one here is mountain forest green.
On the camera, it's looking too green. That's too bright.
So I have a couple others in the other room. I don't want to get up and get them right now, but I do have 2 more colors, which is hunter green and what's the other, moss green.
I think it might be one of those.
So what I wanted to do.
Green, I think.
Hello, John Knofel. How's it going, buddy? DES Dave, how's it going, my friend? Glad you can make it in tonight. This here really isn't working very well.
GRE, how you doing? Who else did I miss?
Well, if this doesn't work, I don't know what I'm going to do tonight. Yeah, it's not sticking.
Real artist, Mike. There's no apologies. You're taking care of your health. You're fine. Hi, Ethan. How are you?
All right, I'm going to try doing a little sanding here. Uh-oh.
Ethan wants help with his trees for his layout.
Who's that?
Ethan Armitage.
Oh.
And Vinny gets his trees from Long Shadows Model Trees.
Yes.
They're over here in Tehachapi, about 2.5 hours or so from me.
Yeah. As you can see, guys, I'm sanding down the grooves. Let me change this.
Try to make me small again.
There you go. I'm sanding down. As you can see, he's got grooves right here where the parts are supposed to glue to, and I'm just taking my nail file and just gonna clean it up a little bit and see if we can get it to adhere a little bit better.
Okay, Brian said he used A and 1 together to start. They fit together and will hold each other up straight.
Oh, okay. So yeah. So he's putting one side wall and one long wall together.
Yeah. Hey, John TSG, how are you doing?
How you doing, John? Glad you could make it in tonight, buddy.
Hey, Sean, how you doing? Dave BNSF, Dave P, how are you?
I'm glad I'm doing this here so you guys get to see. If you decide to, if Brian sells these, you should be able to see how it's done.
Steve, 87P Sap. I bet if Vinny read the directions, it would say that. I guess about standing part.
Shut up, Steve. I didn't know I had to do all
Yeah,
this.
John, it does look like he's doing his nails, doesn't it? That was TSG.
That's all right, you guys. You know, revenge is a bitch. Don't remember that. Don't forget that.
Hey, New Haven, Ron.
Hey, Ron, what's going on, bud? All right, let's see if this will work a little bit better. I'm going to try my regular glue and see if that actually works. I can't see why this glue is not going to work. I've done other resin kits before.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what I do is I sanded down this part here that I'm putting the glue on, and I also sanded down the bottom of the wall that's going to go in this place. All right, let's see.
Yeah, Race Central, I would have to say that. Model railroading is ultimately about following your heart, isn't it? He just wants to be sure. Yes. It's making you happy.
You know what? I was not even prepared for this tonight because I don't even have my 1, 2, 3 blocks in here. All right. It seems to be sticking a little bit better, but we'll do the next wall and see if it'll hold each other up like Brian says it will.
Oh, Norman, you're killing me. Next week, Vinny shows us how to do a perm.
How to do a what?
A perm. You know, home permanent. You know, make your hair curly.
Oh. Hey, don't laugh, buddy. I used to wear a perm.
I thought about trying it one time, but I never did. I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a little bit more involved than I thought it would be. I don't have my proper tools here. All right, let's see if that'll work right there. All right, I got. Oops. Come on. All right, we're going to let this stand up there for a little bit. And let's see if it'll adhere. See if it'll get strong for a minute or two. Let's go back to here.
Boy, there's some people admitting to having had perms back in the day. Deb needs Vinny with a perm.
You know what, Kevin? I just found a picture with me with a perm. I'll see if I can find it again, and I'll send it to Debbie. Those are the wild days. All right, let's see. This looks like it might be.
Brian says, let those two dry, and then it's a cakewalk.
Yeah, you know what? He's right, because let's see. Let me get back here.
Oh, yeah.
Now, all I did was sand down the mating parts, and I used the regular glue. I used the Fowler glue, so it seems to be working. So I'm going to give that a couple of minutes to set up, and then we'll go ahead and put the other wall on, and then we'll put the cross piece in and see how that all works out. In the meanwhile, I'll go ahead and sand this guy down a little bit. I'm just giving a little bit of roughness so the glue has something to adhere to, guys. And he also made his corners on 45-degree bevels, so you'll have a good tight fit with your corners.
Good.
This looks like a nice kit, Brian. I'm glad that I'm doing it now so you guys can actually see the procedure. So if you guys happen to get this from Brian, you'll know what you have to do. All right, we're going to let these two pieces dry up, and then I'm going to put this guy on, and then this front wall, and then continue on with this. All right, in the meanwhile, who else do we have in here? Anybody else?
Let's see. James Young said he had had mullet business in the front and a party out in the back.
Actually, you know what? My last haircut I went for, I told the girl, I said, leave the back. I said, I want to start doing a mullet again. And she looked at me, she goes, really? I said, listen, I'm over 70 years old. I could do what I want to do.
James says, I still got mine, but it ran from the front of my head down the back and then fell off. That's why I have a ponytail. I'm catching it, trying to keep the rest of it here.
Right, how we doing? Hey, actually, that got pretty solid. All right.
Yeah, so Artie, you're right. Yeah, you got to have instructions, cautions for everything in California. Everything causes cancer. You can't get no good parts cleaner here. You got to go to Arizona to get that kind of stuff. You got to go out of state to get the good stuff so you can clean your parts. Oh, a bowling ball, Butch, as a lad. Kevin, your mom cut your hair, didn't she? I was there.
Thank you, Roy. I got the text message. Like I said, I did get more paints, and we're gonna go over it, and we'll see how it works out. I'm pretty sure that the marsh green is the one that's going to be the closest to the color that we need to get.
Yeah, we can't get MEK here either.
All right, guys, we're going to go back down here, and I'm going to put this next wall on, and we'll see if we can get this kit pretty much done tonight, or at least the walls on tonight. It seems that sanding it made a difference.
Oh, you could make me small again so everybody can see more.
Huh?
I said you could make me small again to make everybody so everybody can see more.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that was the trick, Brian, if he's still here.
Yeah, he's still here.
Sand down your parts before you put it together, and it should work.
Yeah, right, Steve PSAP? He says, funny how everything causes cancer in California except the sun, which causes more cancer than anything else.
That's true. And you know, it's funny. You and I both live in sunshine states, right?
Yeah.
I go to the doctor. They tell me I'm vitamin D deficient. How can I be vitamin D deficient when I'm in the sunshine, when there's 360 days of sunshine, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe
you're not spending enough time out there.
Well, that might be, but, you know, I think they just want to sell the drugs.
Well, yeah, that's my thing. I'll find out here at the end of the month what kind of stuff they're going to push on me. I've got an appointment on the 27th. So.
You know, and another thing that's pissing me off now about this VA stuff is they're going to close down the satellite clinic that I go to, which is only 2.5 miles from my house.
Really? Why?
Because they're opening a brand new hospital. And the hospital that they're doing is further downtown than where I have to go now.
Yeah.
So now, with the gas prices the way they are, I have to drive an extra 8 to 10 miles just to go to a doctor visit. You know, that's stupid. Why are they going to close the satellite down when it's so close to my house?
Oh, yeah.
It's not only going to affect me, it's going to affect everybody that's in this area that goes to that particular clinic, you know?
Yeah, because you depend on that.
So I need to give this guy a little bit more time to dry up too. It seems that it's going to take a lot longer for stuff to dry up. And I'm trying to get this corner down here to be a little bit closer.
Digger says vitamin D deficiency is what everyone gets in the British Isles.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, yeah, because it's a lot more rain there.
Yeah.
Let's see.
What the hell did you say? Artie's telling James Young, My doctor told me to give up smoking, sex, and alcohol. It was the worst 12 hours of my life.
I am so glad that these guys are so close to finishing my house. Oh my God.
Oh, you're not done yet.
They're on the final project now. They came yesterday and they took all the doors off all my closets in the kitchen cabinet. So they took them out to the shop. They're going to come back either tomorrow or Sunday. They might even come back on Sunday and mask everything off and spray the cabinets, the boxes.
Yeah.
And then come back and just put everything back together, and that's it, done.
Cool.
I'll tell you, man, the kid, I call him a kid because he's in his early 30s. They came to install the floor. Yeah. First of all, the company came. They sent one guy to do 650 square feet of floor, tearing up tile and then putting the floor down. They should have had two guys. It would have been, he was here for 5 days doing this floor. Yeah. It's like, let's see. They are PLA and have an alcohol and water bath. All right, how we doing here? Yeah, that's the trick. They just need to sit up a lot longer and sanding down the mating parts. But as you can see, let's get that down there.
Hey, DT and I.
As you can see, I got 3 walls up.
Yeah. Looks like a real good kit.
Oh, it's nice. It's a nice thick plastic. It's got to be about 40 or 60,000, maybe 60,000 thick. It's pretty thick. Nice kit.
So, right. Brian, are you going to be doing HO scale stuff too, or are you just going to concentrate on N?
I hope he does, because I'll tell you, this looks like it's going to be a real nice kit.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and put this next wall on here, and let's see if we can get some luck with this. I don't remember if I sanded this down. I think I did, but we'll do it again anyhow. I'm just giving it a light. I'm using the very fine side of the nail file, just to give it a roughness.
Boy, they're on the drinking thing here. Ralph goes, I cut mine in half too. I have it in the morning, and then I have it in the evening if I want to. Norman doesn't drink any more or less.
Here we go. Come on, glue. See, what happens when you leave the glue open for too long. The tube gets a little jammed up.
Brian says he engraves the part ID pieces in the base and walls now. Martin Searsman says, I told my doctor, if I give up drugs, drinking, and sex, will I live longer? No, but it'll seem that way. James Young said, got married, quit all the bad stuff, and bam, my health went to shit. Oh, you do, John? Okay. John Schoolkill says he's got the same kid in HO. Oh, now somebody's asking him if he's going to do O scale. By the size of my bed, so can't do any single. 8x8. Oh, that's a pretty good size. 8x8 inch wall. That's pretty good. Okay.
Trying to keep all these corners.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
This piece that I'm trying to put in now is a little bit warped. That's why it's giving me a problem. Yeah, I'm not too happy with this glue. I don't think this glue is proper for this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Artie's going to be in the U.S. for 5 weeks.
who is this?
Artie.
Artie.
He's going to be at Strasbourg, and he says he's going to be in the U.S. for 5 weeks.
Oh, hope he makes it to Arizona. This front piece I'm trying to put on right now is warped. So I put one side in, the other side pops out. So I'm trying to hold it in place. I know my hands are in the way, but can't help that. I may have to reinforce this with more glue on the backside once it starts to set up. Because this guy here on this side does not want to be nice, play nice.
Casco's going to Strasbourg. Brian says that is a tougher piece to get.
If there's any way that you can make it a little bit more less warp in it, Brian, that would help a lot, because that's the problem I'm having right now. Because it's warped, I'm holding one side, the other side pops out. And so you need to hold both sides at the same time until it starts to set up. And there must be a better glue to use. I'll try the CA again when I put the rest of this together, but I don't think I'm going to go any further with this tonight because it's just not working out for me. Yeah, see, it's just not, the corners are just not, I don't think you guys are going to be able to see that. But this corner here is just not setting up. You can see the space in there. And the sidewall is all the way up against the stop. So I just need to hold.
John Tanzillo says the Gorilla Glue is a thicker CA type super glue.
Yeah, and I used to have Gorilla Glue. I don't know what happened to it. Instead I had, I used to use, I do use Gorilla Glue as a matter of fact.
Brian wants to know if you think that he could make that piece just a little bit thicker, if that would help.
If you can get the warpness out of it, yes. Because what's happening is right up in here where it's really thin is where it's warped. And it just doesn't, because it's warped, it keeps pulling away from the piece that I want it to adhere to. Brian, have you put your own kit together? Because it seems like the sidewall doesn't go far enough to meet the corner on this piece. Check your sizes out, Brian. I mean, it's all the way up. I don't know. Let me see if I can get something to point with. I put it up here. It's all the way up against the stop in here, both the back wall and the side wall, but yet it's not all the way up in here to catch the catch this and this corner. I hope you don't mind me giving this feedback, Brian.
Chris Mitchell is suggesting to put the part in hot water to straighten it out.
I don't think it's because it's so thin. I mean, look at how thin that piece is right there. And you can see it's warped right there in the picture. But anyhow, I got it to stick. I'm not going to go any further with that right now. I'm going to let it set up real good before I go any further.
Okay. Brian says he's made a few different tweaks to it since your version with the feedback from others. No, sir, I don't mind at all. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna let that set up, and then I'll finish this off maybe tomorrow if I can get these corners to hang I don't want to put anything. I don't want to put a clamp on there because I'll probably squeeze it to death.
Well, John at TSG says, don't people use weights to hold down warping parts?
Yeah, and like I said earlier, I was not prepared actually to do this because I just didn't think about having my weights in here. I didn't have my gluing jig in here. I don't have anything in here. Thank you, Mr. Kevin Brown. It's funny because
Ryan says you have the first run of that model.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, making me be the guinea pig.
So you got version 1, and then he's tweaking it ever as he goes along.
All right. Well,
and you're helping out. So.
Well, good. I'm glad. Yeah, if you can make this wall, oops. Well, it passed the drop test. If you can make this wall just a little bit longer to meet up in the corner because it's just slightly short, and what's happening is I'm not getting a clean fit right here in this corner. You can see that right there because this wall is a little bit too short. So check your measurements again on that, Brian.
All right, good night, Jerry.
Yeah, this glue is just not. It's just not working. I don't like this.
See you later, John. Have a good dinner.
Hey, that's an idea too. I need to have dinner too.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something after I get done.
Kevin, I usually do use painter's tape to hold my stuff together, but it just seems that the glue is not working. And because I think this piece, like I said, I think this piece is a little bit too short.
Hi, Kevin SF Raton.
Hi, Kevin. I'm thinking that this piece right here is just a little bit too short because the corner is just not matching up either in the back or the front. And I have the wall, this back wall, up against the stop that he's got down here. And see, it's just coming apart again. See? Look at that. Yeah, I'm just going to mess with that tomorrow after my video. Anyhow, it looks pretty square as far as my mat goes. Looks like everything's right on the money. Well, thank you, Brian. I appreciate you sending that to me. And like I said, I'll work on it. And like I said, I'll give you a little bit more feedback on that if you don't mind. This way you can build a little bit better for the next kit that you do. Had a homemade shepherd's pie. Ooh, shepherd's pie.
Haven't had one of them in a while.
I'm gonna need a piece to tweak it. just fill the gaps. Yeah. Anyhow, I'm sorry, guys. I thought that this was going to be an easy peasy night, but it didn't wind up like that. No. You know, it's funny is when you have a mortgage or any kind of a credit card or something, and you don't pay them on time, they get pissed off at you, and they suspend your card or they send you nasty letters or whatever. I'm waiting for a check. Since I closed on this deal right now from my previous mortgage company for the escrow money, right? And I said, well, when am I going to get this? Oh, it'll be about 30 days. I said, 30 days? Come on, really? I said, you have to keep it that longer so you can make the interest on it, and then you'll send it to me? You know?
Yeah, you got it. You know it. Hey, Randall Ellison, how you doing?
Yeah, shepherd's pie with the Guinness. Or the Guinness. Yeah, there you go.
Souffle of leftovers. Yeah, that works too, man.
You know, I've been watching a lot of Gordon Ramsay's cooking shows and stuff. Well, I apparently in England, shepherd's pie is a big thing. It's like one of the main things that they have over there in the UK. And I got a couple of UK people in here. They could tell me yes or no on that. Hey, Randall, what's going on, buddy? Hey, no phone calls during my live stream, buddy. So anyhow, like I said, if you guys want to, whoever watches my video tomorrow, if you guys want to see the rest of the series, even though they're older videos, let me know, because I think you guys will enjoy the whole operations on my layout. You'll see why I built it the way I built it.
All right, take it easy, Scott.
You know, Norman, I totally agree with you. With automatic, I mean, with online transfer, bank transfer, it happens right now. You know, there's no delay on it. But like I said, they just want to hold on that money till they pass the day that they get the interest, and then they're going to send me the check. You know. So anyhow.
Now, Randall, I'm waiting on my 25th anniversary. I haven't got it yet. I'm hoping it'll be sometime next week. I got
25th anniversary for what?
BNSF scale trains. The one of the sticker locomotives.
Oh,
actually, after I had ordered it or pre-ordered it, and then we went on vacation last year, and when I stopped at Flagstaff, it was the second engine on the first train that we saw.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Yeah, that's what I thought. So.
I still got people on the lookout for 6951.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I had somebody, I forgot who it was. They did a rail fanning and they came up with 6991. Close, but no cookie.
Yeah.
I think what I'm going to have to do with this is kind of sand down a little bit on the block that he has down there, so I can get this wall to fit in the corner, because it's just not fitting in the corner. If I push it back, then the front gets short. I'm holding this in my hand, trying to hold these pieces to adhere to each other, but it's just not going to do it. All right, Brian, I'm sorry, bud, but I tried. I didn't think I was going to run into this little bit of a problem here. What did I do with my pin? Oh well. So be on the lookout for another color matching choice that we're going to have to do. That'll probably be done sometime this week. Edward LaSalle. You know, I tend to agree with him. But the DCC is fun. I agree with that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the sound to me, the sound just gets annoying after a while. You know, it sounds good.
I totally remember when I got back into it with William and everything. It's like, I was not going to do anything with DCC at all. I just didn't see the point in it. But as time went on and watching everybody's videos and this and that, it just seemed to be, okay, I'll go this way and see if I like it or not. And
well, the thing that got me going to DCC is when I saw the first person that was doing DCC, and they had two locomotives butt to butt on the same track, and they just start to go in opposite directions. That's it. I'm sold. I'm getting that. So yeah, that was a deciding point.
Race Central says, I spotted Amtrak Superliner cab coach number 6951.
Oh,
Did
really?
that count for now?
No, it has to be BNSF, dude. Yeah, see this after the glue sets up for a while, the wall does get oops, no, it doesn't. It gets not. It just fell off. All right. Well, we'll have to see what we can do with this. Brian, anything that I do to this, I will let you know. This is where you can make any modification. You see where your 45, let me get back down here for a minute. Where your 45 comes in right here, it's just a little bit short of your stopper down here. And I think that's the whole problem right there. This side was good. This side fit perfectly. This side, no. So as you're looking at the building, on the left side, the first wall that connects to side A, which is part number 1, see if you can make that a little bit longer and see if you can make this with a little less warpage in it. And I think that'll take care of this kit. It'll be a good kit to put together. But I'm going to mess with it and see if I can get it to fill. Yeah, you could definitely see how much it's out. It's out by quite a bit.
Brian says he's got instructional videos for the diner, outpost, and the warehouse. When you have a second, check those out. You will see the improvements and such with the diner.
Yeah, well, I'm not doubting it. You know, I'm just,
Yeah.
I don't know. I have not been following how much he's been doing on these kits. So I really don't know, but I'm just giving him my point of view of what's going on, why I can't get this kit to go together the way I would like it to go together. And it doesn't make a difference on if you follow the instructions that he's got written down. Basically, before I even read his instructions, I looked at the kit and I knew how I was going to put it together, and it's exactly the way he has it written down in his instructions. So I know I'm not doing anything wrong. It's just that this one wall is like probably a 64th of an inch short.
Take care, Kevin. Mow that grass.
Mow the grass?
Yes, in New Zealand.
Oh, New Zealand?
Yeah.
I've been watching the show called Mighty Trains, and they have some awesome trains in different countries and stuff. Yeah. And in New Zealand, wow, man, they got some really awesome scenery that the train goes through. It's unbelievable stuff. I want to thank Ralph for taking care of all my shout outs that I do. He's always posting the stuff. He always posting the stuff for my supporting my channel, all the different ways you can support my channel.
John Schoolkill was doing it also.
Dave BNSF and Marty M. Like I said, I'm going to be renting a dumpster sometime in the next week or so, and I'm going to need you guys to help me transport the stuff from my backyard to the dumpster. And then we can get rid of that, and that will be the final thing I have to do to this house. New Zealand is a beautiful place. I tend to agree with you on that one there, buddy. DT and I, how's it going, my friend? All right, guys. Well, I think tonight we're going to call it good. Unfortunately, I couldn't complete what I wanted to complete tonight, but that was a good thing because now Brian knows what he has to do to fix his kit if he already did so.
Yeah, rail fanning is cool on a layout. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have to worry about mowing my rocks.
Yeah. They get upset if you have a rock out of place for you, huh?
The HOA come by. Hey, rock number 34 is out of place over there. Please put it back where it belongs.
Good night, Digger.
All right, guys, we're going to call it good. I hope to see you all tomorrow on my premiere video. I wish things could have went better tonight with this kit build, but that was why I did it, just to see, what's going on with it. Anyhow, we'll talk to you guys next week. Thank you for showing up tonight. I appreciate Kevin for the super chat. And we'll talk to you guys next week. All right?
Good night, everybody.
Later everyone. Bye for now.